You can sell a bag of dog shit with some integrity. I just heard that on a video just now, and it got my mind thinking and expanding on something I wanted to go over with you guys. So, sales. Now, no disrespect to people that love being in the sales profession if you're in that profession. For me, I don't I don't particularly see myself as a salesperson. I don't like convincing people or getting people to do anything they don't want to do or having to persuade. I'm not a persuader or a convincing type of person. In fact, I think even though I'm in a position of sales, I think I'm the worst salesperson on planet Earth. I've got to be up there with the worst. Like I got this long hair, I've got choice language, and I got all these other things for me. I just did horrible in school, and I'm not exactly very popular. I'm very socially awkward. I mean, extremely socially awkward. It's just unbelievable to me that I can be a success in a sales position without being a salesperson or having anything that people think of when it comes to sales. But here's one thing I will say. Almost everybody will say things like, I don't like sales, it's not for me, and all these other things. And I think what that boils down to is that people associate sales as like synonymous with zero integrity, right? And so people have a negative connotation about sales and don't want to occupy a position of sales at all, whether they're going to be a salesperson or not a salesperson. A lot of people don't want to do it because to them that's synonymous with sleaziness and just having no integrity and trying to convince people to do things and arm twisting and whatever else has been done to them, they project onto that position of sales. And my opinion, I think that's complete bullshit. Just it's like this ego thing that we have. I could care less about protecting my self-image, right? I don't care about preserving my self-image in the eyes of others, which makes me kind of the opposite of a salesperson. They're all about their self-image in the eyes of their, we'll call them prospects or other people, like their marketplace. They're all about it. I could give a shit about it. I really don't. My priority is actually to make a difference and just be real with people. That's it. It's my only priority. So the reason I'm making this whole video is because there's a aspect of freedom that all of us want and almost nobody has. Most people, 49 out of 50 of you, odds are if you're watching this, you're the 49 out of 50. You can make that transition, by the way, but 49 out of 50 of you are controlled through the dependency of money, or you cannot pay your bills, feed your kids, and cover your cost of living. That's just your situation. You're controlled through employment, through the dependency of money, or you can't live or support your family, period. That's 49 out of 50 of you. So how do you get out of that? The only way you can get out of that is to occupy a position of sales, whether you want to be a salesperson or you don't. I don't want to be a salesperson, so I'm not. But you have to occupy a position of sales. But even more importantly than that, you have to be doing something that builds residual and passive income. Without it, your paycheck is hamster wheel money. You stop showing up like the hamster, stop showing up, the wheel stops spinning, you stop getting paid, and you and your kids are on the street begging for cash. So you're controlled through the dependency of money through your hamster wheel paycheck. There's no integrity in that, my friends. So to hold a position of sales and to be synonymous with zero integrity, you've got that backwards. To allow yourself to continue to be controlled through the dependency of money, or you and your families out on the street begging for cash, that's no integrity at all. And first and foremost, I think you have to drop an ego that you have when you say things like, I don't like sales. You can say, oh, I don't see myself as a salesperson. That's not for me. I don't want to convince, but I'll create organic alignments with people that they sell themselves on it. I just share information. That's all I do. I share information with people. I give them the no bullshit edition about what I do. And if you're interested in what I do, just ask me. I'll give you the no bullshit edition of what I do. And from there, I let people decide if they want to do this or if they don't. Now, there's quite a few people that will bullshit me in return, and guess what? I don't have to work with them. It's not like I have a job where I have to bite my tongue and put on a face and care about preserving my self-image. Otherwise, I could be disciplined or fired. No, I don't occupy that position anymore. Occupying a job is more of a sales position than what I'm doing. Oh my God, you have to sell yourself every day or you could lose your job. Somebody could take your income away from you at no fault of your own for any reason, and suddenly you're on the street starving with your family and kids begging for cash. Me, on the other hand, no bullshit edition. Here's the info of what I do. If you want to do this, great. I'd love to do it with you. But some people will totally bullshit me back and give me lies and give me whatever else. I don't have to work with them. I can say, okay, this is a horrible fit. Just go, or whatever I want to say. I can do whatever I want. I can choose who I want to work with, who I don't want to work with. The last thing I want to do is be accepting of everybody. I'm really not accepting of everybody. I'm accepting of everybody at their core, but a lot of people don't act real. A lot of people aren't genuine. And when I'm talking to somebody who's just full of bullshit and bullshitting me around and not genuine, not acting in the greatness of their core, it's not a good match. I don't want them. Be well, all that stuff, but go away or whatever. So that's a hugely important thing of this about not being a salesperson. But I'm also, I'm not out there saying things like sales is dumb. I don't like sales and this and that. I just don't see myself as a salesperson because I don't conduct myself in a way of trying to convince people. And there's nothing wrong with people who want to be a salesperson as long as they do it with integrity and they're real about it. I think it's great. It's like whatever works for you, just be real. Don't bullshit people. Whether you're the one occupying the position of sales or you're the one looking at something, deciding if you want to buy something or buy into something or cast a vote this way or that way, whatever end of the fence that you're on, just, don't be the bullshitter. Don't bullshit them. If you're the customer or the seller or the buyer, just don't be a bullshitter. Be real. I mean, a sale can happen on either side. But when it's a mutual thing, and there's a meeting of the minds and it's genuine and organic connection, organic sale, then a sale is beautiful. That's how lives get changed. Oftentimes that's how lives get saved. And that goes to, I think, the heart of getting over our egos about sales and syncing it up with integrity instead of no integrity and being real with people and understanding that sometimes it's the difference between life and death and the quality of life that we have on this planet while we're here. And you can also adopt this mantra that I have about whatever I'm doing, whether it's occupying a position of sales or not. It's we rise by lifting others up. To me, that's what sales is. It's about being real, making organic connections, and rising by lifting others up. At a job, the real sales position, even if you're not a salesperson at a job, you're a salesperson. It doesn't matter. If you want to be promoted at the company you work for, you have to annihilate other people's opportunity to be promoted. You do not rise by taking other people with you at a job. You get there by perhaps bringing out the worst of you. That's just the nature of the beast of a job, and I don't say that to put down jobs. I really don't. It's just the nature of the beast. You cannot bring other people with you at a job. It's lonely at the top. The higher up the chain of command you go, the fewer people there are. That's just the way that it is. With mine, what I do, it's the opposite of a job. It's the opposite of every pyramid scheme out there. Like a job is a pyramid scheme. What I do is the opposite. I cannot go anywhere if I don't bring other people with me. If I annihilate other people's opportunity to grow, then I annihilate my opportunity to grow. I rise by lifting others. I teach others how to rise by lifting others. What a great way, a real way, a way full of integrity to operate from it within a position of sales. That's pretty sweet. And the fact you can say what you want to say, be yourself, grow your hair long, cut it short, grow a beard, get tattoos on your arms and your face. I don't have any tattoos, but knowing that I could get them if I wanted some, that would be cool. If I had a job, I might get a boss that says, you got to cover that up. It could happen, I don't know. Or what if, there's a no jewelry policy? I wouldn't be able to wear this awesome jewelry that I have that my friend made for me. I love being able to wear this. I can live in the confines of freedom, which has no confinement except for the ones that I put on it. But that's an internal struggle to always want to be free, but I got that option. I can do it. There's no job holding me back. The only thing that could hold me back is myself. And in a real position of sales with residual income, not ordinary earned income, but residual income, where you rise by lifting other people up, that goes with residual income, then you get to build your freedom and stability. And you need a steady paycheck because you got little mouths to feed. All the more reason to ditch the neediness and the dependency of a job, that pyramid scheme. All the more reason to embrace residual and passive income and occupying a position of sales where you're just being real. The best salespeople, in my opinion, that I know of are the ones that are the best at being real, the ones that are best at being unreserved about who they are. The best salespeople, in my opinion, are the ones that are the absolute best about being real, not bullshitting people, and forming organic connections with people, not convincing, not persuading. The best salespeople are the ones that are helping people solve problems, maybe helping them save their lives, accomplish really important goals. The best salespeople are ones that are bringing people with them, the ones that have this mantra of, we rise by lifting others. That's what sales, in my opinion, really is. Otherwise, if you're just sales and you're all about the sale, not that that's a bad thing, but there's probably not going to be any residual income, which means there's no freedom, which means you'll always be needy for a paycheck and you'll always be trading your time for money. That's what true sales is just constantly trading your time for money like a job. There's no difference, really none at all, which means that you're controlled through the dependency of money, or you can't pay your bills and feed little mouths at home and things like that. But to rise by lifting others, that means you're bringing other people with you organically. You're rising by lifting others up. So if you like those ideas and it sounds good to you to redefine and rethink about how you think about sales and maybe yourself and maybe how you interact with other people, that's a good thing. I hope this video helped advance your perspective on sales and freedom and creating real stability and freedom for yourself and for your family. And also influences you to be your unreserved, great self, unapologetically so. And I'll close with this. This is going to be a hard one for people to digest, but that's okay. It encourages growth, and growth is good. So you have to choose. Do you want an ego or do you want a bank account? You cannot have both. There's some people that have both. They're criminals. The reason why a lot of the money supply is in the hands of the criminals of the world, the reason why so much of the money supply is controlled by big evil corporations who profit literally by poisoning their consumers, is because people like you say money is bad and sales is bad. If you stop saying sales is bad and you embrace true, good, honest sales with a mantra of we rise by lifting others up, and you embrace being real and tapping into your great self and all those other things I talked about, if you associate that with sales and you associate a positive energy with money, lots of money, then we can start to take more of the money supply away from the criminals. And we can reverse things like global starvation, human trafficking, kids being forced into sex slave operations. All of that stuff exists because people like you who mean well, who are otherwise good people, have negative energies you hold towards money and sales. Period. It shuttles all that money into the hands of people who are criminals, who will stop at nothing, including putting kids into the sex slave rings and perpetuating global starvation and poverty to be rich. How sick is that? And how sick is it that the rest of the world lets that happen because we have some stupid ego-driven hold this negative energy towards money and sales? Shame on us. Shame on all of us. So I say that we tap into the great part of ourselves, annihilate our stupid egos, because it's not just about us. It's about, we're all connected in some way, all of us. The whole world is connected together. We have to start making it more about other people too. And I know you can do it. We can all do it. So I'm going to close my video on that. Ego, bank account. Can't have both. Pick one. I hope you choose the bank account because we can really make a difference then. Share this if you want to. If you know somebody who'd enjoy this message, share it. And I've also got my website, fireyourboss.xyz, not .com. That's different. fireyourboss.xyz. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you made it to the end of this in nearly 14 minutes, let me know. I'd be tickled to know that you even made it this whole way, because I realize most people have the attention span of a goldfish. So if you got an attention span greater than a goldfish, 14 minutes in, let me know, because I think that's pretty badass. Take care, everyone. I'll see you later. Most of my videos are a bit shorter than this, just so you know. But I had a lot to say. Bye for now.